What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. We're back at it with another aquarium product review. Hygger and AQQA sent us one of their prototype or new products that's going to be coming out soon to kind of unbox, test, and review. So it is a 100-watt heater. This heater comes in 100 or 50 watt. Yeah, 50 or 100 watt. I don't know the price on it yet. I'll have to double check on that and see if I can find that out for you. We have the 100 watt here. This is just, I assume it's going to come in a different box when it's actually released. Not sure on that, but this is just how it came right here. It is similar to the Aquarium Co-op heater we reviewed a few months ago, as it's submersible electric set timer. So yeah, we are going to compare this to our standard compared. The Eheim is what we normally compare to, since we have a ton of those. And we'll also go ahead and compare this to the Aquarium Co-op heater, since it is the same style. Now, we don't have all 100 watts, so some of these are going to be compared to maybe a 75 or 125. It may not be a perfect comparison, but we're going to see, we're going to test this tank behind me that we've been setting up and see if it can hold the temperature and how it works compared to our other heaters, how accurate it is, how long it takes, that kind of thing. So let's jump into this and get started. Alright, so here is our first look at the Hygger 100 watt. Nice compact design, cased so it doesn't burn anything it might be touching, such as plants or fish, shrimp, that kind of thing. We have our set. And yeah, just standard plug. Alright. So here's what we're going to be comparing it to, which is Eheim 125 watt. Yeah, there it is. The Eheim 125 watt. Says it's good for a 53. Now this is, obviously, let's put them here, let's put them side by side. You can tell me what you'd rather have in an aquarium. This is about a third or a fourth the size. And let's get this undone so we can compare the cord length. Alright, so we have them laid out next to each other, and actually the cord length is pretty much the exact same. It's kind of hard to show without stretching it completely out. You just have to take my word for it. We have the thermometer put in. It's showing 70 degrees, digital readout on the heater, and the red light indicates it is heating. So how do we work with this? Well, we have this little set button. It's upside down there. Set button. Press that once, and it shows the set temperature of 73. You can keep pressing it, and it increments up to, I think it's 92 or 3, 91. Goes back down to 64. You can see that green light indicates that is not, or it is the current temperature. And then we'll set it to 73. I'm not going to press anything, and it will set. And we'll stop blinking. That's how you know it's set, and it will start heating with that red light. 70.4 where that thermometer was, and it's showing 70, so we can say that's pretty accurate. And then up front, same, like that. So what we're doing is just, when you do it from the front like this, you're getting some interference from the glass, as where if you do it from above on an open lid, you get the accurate surface temperature of the sand. So 70.2. Alright, so we'll give this a few hours to let it get to 73, which is what we set it at. Make sure it actually reads 73 when the thermometer is set to 73, and then we're going to take it out, let the tank come back down to whatever temperature it normally is at without a heater. And then we'll plug in the Eheim, set it to 73, and see how they compare. It's been about a day. The only reason the power's off is so we don't hear the air pump in the background. So we've given it time to get to 73 degrees. So we know the Hygger heater is very accurate with its thermometer and settings. So let's take this one out, get the Eheim heater in, and give that a few hours to see if it is accurate. We're going to set it to 73 and see how accurate it is. We have the Eheim heater in. You can see it's on by the orange light. It is, probably won't go set this, maybe it will sit. It is set to 73. So we're going to give this a few hours and see how the temperature changes now. But just on first look, you can see how much more room and different aesthetic these two kinds of heaters have. It's really just down to personal preference. Personally, I like the digital readout and square, more compact heater style than this one, which you kind of see it throughout the whole tank. I mean, it takes up a decent amount of room in a 20-gallon. We've given it a few hours. We got our heater, or well, we do have the heater, but we also have our digital heat gun thermometer. Let's see what we got. 78. See, that's not good. If we set it to 73, it's at 78. That's not ideal. I mean, and since we set the Hygger one to 73 and put the tank at 73, that's not good. Not looking good for the Eheim. Alright, so we are going to test the Aquarium Co-op heater next. So let's get that set up and we'll be back. Alright guys, it's been a couple days. I had to wait for it to get cold enough to actually trigger the heaters again because it warmed up a little bit. So we're back out here at night. Here is the Aquarium Co-op one. It is set to 72 like our others. It's keeping it at 71, and you can see the red light indicates it is running, which you know, it's good enough for us. Like I said, anything that keeps it within that range that we're looking for, we're happy with. So let's compare some of the other parts of the heaters. And we do have to heat all of our tubs and tanks in the winter, so we know a little bit something about heaters. Here's just a box of spare heaters that we sometimes use, sometimes don't use, full of all kinds of brands that we've tried. We got Eheims, we have all kinds of stuff in there. So we are very interested in heaters. We do know a little bit of something about which ones are more reliable than others and work better. Let's take a look at these product specs. So here we have our Hygger Immersion Aquarium heater that we've been testing. It is by far the smallest, which is something they're boasting. That's convenient for a lot of people who are doing aquascapes and things like that that want to hide their heater. They don't want it displayed. They want to make it look like there's no equipment in their aquarium. So smaller and sleek design is something that is highly sought after in a lot of cases. So we have $39.99, free shipping and return on all orders. That free shipping's important when we go to compare these. So that's about it. Let's see here, we can get exact measurement on the cord. It is 6.5 feet. So maybe a little bit longer on the cord is one thing I personally would like to see, just because of how we set up our things. But other than that, I love the design. We use our Bishop Aquatics discount. You get 20% off. So that would bring it to $31.99. Okay, so let's go to Aquarium Co-op for the 100 watt. Oddly enough, I don't know if this is an error on their website or not, but their
their 50 watt and their 100 watt are the same price. Normally the different wattages, like as you go up in watts, it goes up in price. Theirs are the same. I'm not sure if that's like something they normally do or not, but that's interesting. Anyways, $27 plus shipping brings it to $35. Now you do get free shipping on their website if you order, like, I think it's like over $75 or $100, but we're just saying if you want one heater, this is how much it's going to cost. So $32 for the Hygger, $35 for Aquarium Co-op, and Eheim happens to be on sale right now, but normally they are $35. So they're all pretty much the same price. The Eheim was the least accurate of the three. Overall, if you're looking for a great heater, it's definitely a fantastic option. It's a competitor to the Aquarium Co-op heater that we reviewed not too long ago. It is slightly cheaper, smaller, more compact design, maybe better for aquascaping and having a sleek modern aquarium. The only thing I would change about it is maybe a longer cord. Most people, that may not be an issue. Well, alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out their Pet Nanny Store website. Go look at it. Use code Bishop Aquatics. See you in the next video.